A genius who loses control of their emotions can be a financial disaster. The opposite is also true. Ordinary folks with no financial education can be wealthy if they have a handful of behavioral skills that have nothing to do with formal measures of intelligence. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Catherine, and today's video is going to be a book review of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. As someone who anxiously obsesses over saving money, I was really intrigued by the title of this book alone that suggested maybe it's not all about math. The introduction of this book starts with a story about a man named Ronald Reed, a humble janitor who became famous after he died when it was discovered his net worth was around $8 million. This story is then contrasted with a man by the name of Richard Fiscone, who was a Harvard-educated, financially savvy man known for his extravagant house parties, but eventually lost everything and went broke. These contrasting stories illustrate the idea that it matters less about what kind of education you have or how intelligent you are, and more about the behaviors you engage in to manage your money well. The book breaks down 20 lessons we can learn about cultivating healthy behaviors and mindsets around managing our money. And the first one is one that I absolutely love, and that is no one is crazy. The way that we're raised and the environment we grow up in affects how we manage our money. Someone who was raised in the Great Depression will manage their finances a lot differently than someone raised in the baby boomer generation. And in contrast, someone from the baby boomer generation is going to manage their finances differently from someone in Gen X. We all have different perspectives of how to manage money based on the environment we grew up in and what we were taught about managing money. One illustration that the author uses to demonstrate this is that of buying lottery tickets. Now, some people may think that buying a lottery ticket is a waste of money, but for someone who is in a dire financial situation, a lottery ticket might be their only hope of ever getting out of that situation. And based on our environments and our perspectives, nobody is crazy. Another lesson from this book is that reasonable is greater than rational. This was used mainly to talk about investment portfolios, and I'm still learning a bit about that, but generally speaking, the point that was made was what may look great on paper may not always be the best practically. So it's important that each individual evaluate what their own needs are and not necessarily invest or buy things based on someone else's wallet. Another lesson from this book, time is our greatest asset. One of the reasons Warren Buffett is as wealthy as he is because he started investing when he was a kid, and now he's really old. So he has all those years of investment history and that wealth buildup over those years that explain why he's as wealthy as he is. Overall, I had two main takeaways from this book that I really appreciated. The first one is that it expresses financial empathy. It helped me realize that I have my own unique perspectives about money and that I'm not crazy for having those perspectives given the environment that I grew up in and the things that I was taught. And so I appreciated that the author acknowledged people from different backgrounds are going to have different perspectives of how they manage their money, and each person needs to do what's right for them. The second takeaway for me is that this book recognizes the importance of a holistic approach to finances. Again, it's not just about how good you are at math, but we need to take into account how we grew up, the mindsets that we have, and ultimately what our needs are to be able to approach finances in a holistic, healthy way. I also appreciated the postscript of this book because it gave a brief overview of American financial history, and it talked about the different eras that the economy went through that might influence different perspectives that different generations have. And so I found that rather enlightening, and being able to just see what the different perspectives are, that helped offer some clarity for me. So if you're someone who would be interested in developing healthier mindsets and managing money better, I highly recommend checking out this book. I'm going to leave an affiliate link in the description below to Amazon if you want to purchase it there. If you appreciated this video, I invite you to like and subscribe, and you might want to check out this video in which I talk about some other books about cultivating healthy mindsets that I enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.